How to set up the reference monitoring in the Realphones. We recommend setting the Realphones to your taste, as different headphones of the same model may be different due to manufacturing tolerances, and the perception of their sound depends on the fit of the headphones and personal preference. Use well-mixed and familiar to you tracks. Realphones should be set up so that the reference tracks sound the most natural, and you don't want to make any changes to them. In the easy mode of the Realphones, you need to adjust only 3 parameters. Make crucial mixing decisions using these settings during the mixing process. Let's take a more detailed look at the setup scenario. Select your headphone model in the Headphone Correction Profile selection menu. To make this video useful for everyone, we will now select a generic correction profile for open headphones. To get started, we recommend using the Reference Monitoring Normal preset from the Presets menu, which according to our users' feedback is the optimal starting point. If you want to get minimal coloration from the emulation and get the most dry sound possible, use the Reference Monitoring Phones emulation. If you want to get a more live and realistic sound, then use the Reference Monitoring Ambient emulation. Set the correction control to 75%. Set the emulation depth with the environment control. Use this parameter if you want to increase or decrease the emulation depth of the selected space. You can set the value from 50% to 100% to get started. Return to the correction control to correct the sound after making changes. If you hear unwanted timbral coloration, we recommend reducing the correction parameter until you get a more neutral sound. 100% is a full match to dSONIQ measurements, but since all specimens of the headphone sound a bit different, the most comfortable sound may be in the range between 40 and 100%. 75% is the recommended starting point, which can be changed depending on your perception. We don't recommend setting it below 50% because you may lose fine control at some frequencies. 50% is recommended as a starting point for those users who are used to the sound of their headphones and are just getting used to the correction. If you hear unwanted tonal coloration, you can fix it with the brightness control. You can leave the default value to get started. If necessary, repeat this cycle 1 or more times until you get the most optimal result. If a signal overload occurs, use the output level control to reduce the level. Thanks for watching.